Now, before you Democrats get too excited, Trump's been in office a hot month and a half. None of this is his fault. The tariffs, yeah, and the stock price is going down so that retirement and asset prices are more affordable to young, poor people. Thank you very much. You could vote for Vance in the next election if you like. You could thank it for, yeah, stock prices came down. That's largely due to tariffs, higher interest rates, all that other stuff. But in terms of predicting a recession, which, by the way, officially we aren't. I call it official. I'm an economist. I got to make some forecasts. Otherwise, I don't earn my keep. They say, look into your crystal ball and tell us what you see. I see women getting fatter and men being more emo-y and sad and pathetic. Oh, bold take there, Cotton. But I did see an economic indicator I do kind of like to look at that's a little bit different than some of the leading economic indicators are. And that is the number of students enrolled in MBA programs, full-time MBA programs, because that's the data. What was the one we were talking about? Girls' roots growing out, right? They don't dye their hair no more. That was one of them. This is kind of one of those things. And we are not technically actually, according to the Bureau of Economic Analysis, according to the real economists who all say the same thing, we are not in a recession, or at least I don't think we are. I didn't look up the GDP figures because I'm lazy, but you need 2 quarters in a row of contracting economic growth, negative economic growth, in order to officially be in a recession. You could, well, let's look it up. It feels like we're in an economic slowdown, especially when you factor in inflation. Bing, GDP growth per quarter, US. Let's take a look at the images. Hopefully the images are up to date. Just give me the image. Remember when the internet provided us Q3 2024. Reject all cookies. Okay. So, oh yeah. Look at that. We technically were in a recession under Biden back in the day. It was a very weak one. Hey, Republicans, you should do what the Democrats did to you back when George Bush Jr. was in office. Like when they had that economic slowdown, not even a real recession. They call it the worst economy in 50 years. Why don't you guys do that when Biden was in office? All right. We have 1.6%, 3%, 2.8%. Okay, so not really, boy, it sure feels like one. We're not officially not in a recession, but this is a bad omen. I'll tell you why this is a bad omen. Because when your career is not going well, or you get laid off, or you have nothing else to do, what do people do? MBA, brah, brah, which I have linked down below, a book called Worthless, The Young Person's Indispensable Guide to Choosing the Right Major and an MBA, unless you are getting paid to get it, is an absolutely stupid decision. And if you insist on getting an MBA, please go to Western Governors University Online, which is an accredited college where you can get your MBA for dirt cheap. You can go and take as many classes as you. I should just go get an MBA at Western Governors. I could bang it out in 6 months because for those of you who don't have your MBA, it's nothing hard or intelligent. It's mind-numbing flow charts and dumbass logical common sense shit. That's all it is. And for you younger people, someone says, I have an MBA. That means that idiot was dumb enough to waste 2 years of his life and Lord knows how much money getting something that does not provide a skill or a talent or an ability. It's, if anything, it's maybe a marker as to just how conformant and obedient you are. Anyway, Back in the first dot-com bubble, MBA applications went up, and the housing bubble, MBA applications went up. All these people getting laid off, and they're professionals. A lot of you guys are in IT. Interest rates went up. Oh my God, you couldn't have a bunch of Beckys and Trishas filming that a day in the life at Facebook. You're seeing people with the girl boss G and a mini that they had layoffs. You don't say. And so when there are layoffs and economic times are tight, the professionals go and get their MBA. There was hope. I saw a longer term chart look like MBAs were going down long term. Poets and Quants had a great chart. I'm like, good. They're down about like 25%. No one should be getting their MBA. And then the recession kicked in. Here we go from Fortune. Student demand for MBA is surging, but that might be bad news for the U.S. economy. Fortune seems to agree with me. A new report shows there is a surging student demand for an MBA degree. Between 2023 and 2024, the number of total applications to U.S. MBA programs rose by staggering 11%. I thought it was 13.2 here. Well, that's worldwide applications. Okay. Well, still 11% is huge in the U.S. That's after 2 consecutive years of decline, according to a survey released by the Graduation Management Admissions Council. Full-time MBAs experienced the largest share of growth in the past decade, with 80% of 2-year programs worldwide experiencing application increases. Moreover, 2/3 of flexible and online MBA programs saw application upticks globally. I cannot emphasize enough. If you must get an MBA, and you're not some, dick-sucking blue blood who's connected at Harvard and your daddy is wealthy, all right? Then you go get your Harvard MBA, your Yale MBA, your Chicago Wharton type of MBA, all right? If you're one of the special people, you go there, right? But if you just need an MBA, because we can't promote you. If you don't have an MBA, go to Western Governors University, get it in 6 months, and fucking be done with it. Happy. Doesn't it matter what ranking? No, unless you're in like the absolute top league, in which case you were already well enough connected, you would have succeeded anyway. No, for you regular working folks who don't have rich parents, just go to Western Governors. No one cares about where else. What about Ohio State? I looked up their rankings according to U.S. News World. This is like, it's rated good for its value. No, it doesn't matter. The MBA has no value unless you're getting promoted. Do not get your MBA. Historically, MBA application trends have run countercyclical to the U.S. economy. Apparently, I'm not the only one who remembers this. Meaning when the job market is not faring well and taking time off for school is less risky, more individuals seek out graduate business education to learn new skills. You're not going to learn new skills in an MBA. Oh my God. Guys, it's a SWOT analysis. It's the Boston Consulting Group matrix. It's a bunch of flow charts, and your HR, you got to take it. Marketing, spend more money to make more money. HR is like, let's hate some white men some more unless they're gay. Then it's cool. And promote your BFFs. That's HR. General management is stick your thumb up your ass and smell it. And like, oh, I got my MBA. What else? Accounting is the only one that matters. So if you really want to actually learn a skill, get a master's in accountancy, then you might go somewhere. And finance is a waste of time. Just major in accounting instead. It's equally hard, but you actually get a job at the end of it. There, I explained MBAs to everyone. However, while the national unemployment rate remains low at 4.1%, it remains challenging for many young adults to find jobs because you all majored in worthless undergrads. Why are applications soaring? The rise in applications is a two-pronged vicious cycle, says Scott Edinburgh, an MBA admission consultant, an MBA consultant, and founder of Personal MBA Coach. Oh, buddy. Because of the economic uncertainty, more unemployed individuals are applying and having more success than normal to get into MBA programs, he explains. Yeah, they're more than happy to take your money. The Carlson School, man. What is the Carlson School, man? What do they charge for their worthless MBA? I'm using a very, very, very subpar average school, business school, to see what they're costing for MBA tuition. Okay. Do I have to do Grok? Is that their undergrad? Minnesota resident per year, $46,000. Non-resident, $59,000. Please go to Western Governors University where it's like 12 grand a year or whatever it is. No one's going to give a shit. Stay and take the money you would have spent on the Carlson MBA program, go buy a house or a down payment with it. At the same time, more competitive field leads others to widen their scope to more schools and thus increase the number of applications. Unsurprisingly, there is an uptick in applications when the job market becomes uncertain or during economic downturns, a time when people often seek to further education, improve their skills, broaden their career opportunities, or make a pivot into different industries. Adds Stacy Blackman, an MBA admission consultant, who says there was a similar surge in 2008. Guys, go to Western Governors University, get your degree in 6 months, and take the remaining year and a half and $100,000 you would save and go like pour the concrete foundation for your new home. Go buy some land, build your own home in the 18 months. And then you'll still have an MBA, but you'll actually have a home, a small one, but a home built, while the dick nuts coming out of the Carlson School of Management will have $120,000 in student loan debt for a marginal MBA that no one's ever heard of from whatever school it is. If you're not in Minnesota, go to any state. Go talk to someone. You're getting coffee at the coffee store in Tennessee. Say, have you ever heard of the Carlson School of Management? And I guarantee they're going to say, no, what's that? Unsurprisingly, there's an uptick in applications when they become seek for the or make a pivot. Says Stacy Blackman, MBA admissions consultant, who said there was a similar surge in 2008. At Pepperdine University, Graziadio, for example, there has been a nearly 25% growth in application volume over the last 2 cycles. According to Armin Davtian, Assistant Dean of Enrollment Management, there's an Assistant Dean of Enrollment Management. Holy cow, no wonder things are so expensive over there. We need Elon Musk to come over and just take the scythe to you freaking universities and cut the fat, make tuition affordable. Enrollment at Pepperdine Graziadio Business School. You guys ever hear of Graziadio Business School? I never heard of it. I bet you it doesn't matter if you go there or not. As we begin to see signs of a cooling labor market, some prospects may be revisiting their previously postponed plans to go back to school, explains Davtian. The dramatic proliferation of AI across industries and functional areas may also be serving as a catalyst for pursuing new professional skills as a way to future-proof their careers. An MBA is not going to future-proof your career. It will destroy your finances, and unless, I'm going to say it again, unless you go to one of the top elite ones, all right, it is not going to improve your employment prospects, unless you are requested by your current employer to do so. Joy Jones, president of GMAC, says the latest news may be more than just an economic trend. I would give much credit to global business schools and their tremendous efforts to continue innovating with new technologies, new delivery tactics, and new ways of operating that satisfy the latest interests and needs of students and their future employers, Jones says in a press release. It's go grab any college with an MBA program. Look at the courses you're going to take. It's all going to be common sense bullshit. Go to Western Governors University. The best of the best business schools also experienced application growth, but that does not necessarily mean more seats are available. While Harvard Business School saw over an 8% increase in the number of applications, despite its president being fired and reprimanded for plagiarism. Oh, that wasn't in there. That just happened last year, though, huh? I'm sure Harvard's a great school. Applications to its class of 2026 versus 2025. The school's class size decreased by 8 students year to year. And here you see the number. Oh, these are all the high-end one. Yeah, Chicago Booth. Stanford. Is Stanford highly ranked? I know Wharton's highly ranked. MBA applicants continue to break the mold and want flexibility. 2/3 of online and flexible MBA programs also saw applications tick up in 2024. And while about half of executive and part-time MBA programs saw application declines, the total number of applications sent to these type of programs grew. GMAC report says this indicates that those increasing applications were sent to a more concentrated group of programs rather than dispersed across an application for first-time generation students and women also notably grew. Oh my God. First-generation students, you mean the ones who go and major in criminal justice? And the family's all excited because it's the first year you go to school. First family, you go to college. Like, oh, wait. They still live at home because the degree, the criminal, just so you know. Okay. I don't know who needs to hear this. First generation immigrant Americans do not major in criminal justice. Okay. That's like the armpit of college degrees. All right. Liberal arts degrees are pretty stupid. That's the one saying, I don't know who my dad is. We're poor and nobody's made money in our family. No one's got out of poverty. And I don't know what to do, but I'm going to study criminal justice because it seems fun. Right. Just, well, below that, but they don't have them anymore, is to go to culinary school. That's worse. At least I'll give you guys credit that criminal justice is a little bit of aim there. If you got fucking nothing going on in your life, you go to culinary school. That's where it's over. Just go back to your trailer park and collect a welfare check. All right. Only a handful of business schools have gender parity in their MBA programs. What if women don't want to major in MBAs as much as dude bros do? Northwestern University Kellogg joined schools like George Washington University, Pepperdine University this year to meet the gender parity mark. What if does demand from students matter at all? What are you gonna do? Like, oh, we got way too many men here. Let's shoot them. Then we're shy 4 women. Well, if we shoot Mark, Billy, Frank, and Yaden, because we got to have a modern day kid name in here. If we shot them, then we'd achieve parity. Oh, good. Let's do it. There's nothing inherently valuable about parity. What if women don't want to do that? Oh. While traditional MBA topics like finance, leadership, oh, that's my favorite, where you douche canoes teach leadership to 103 IQ people. Yeah, tell us about leadership. What is it? Current buzzword, say popular thing, and strategy are still a large focus for students. A growing number of seek an MBA to learn about the evolving business landscape and the relationship to AI, data analytics, and sustainability. Buzzwords. With digital transformation accelerating, many of our clients want to know how to lead in industries that are rapidly evolving, explains Shaifali Agarwal, CEO of Ivy Group. An MBA still holds its place as a key tool for those who not only want to keep up with these changes, but also lead them. You are wasting your time. MBA programs do not teach you leadership. They teach obedience and conformance. You will lose your vision, long-term vision, strategic vision. You will cease being a human. You will not be able to identify things like threats and opportunity, like an actual SWOT analysis. They codify your brain to think that business and profit and predicting human demands is a science. It is not. And you will be destroyed. You'll be flooded with buzzwords and politically motivated trends like ESG and DEI and AI. And in my day, it was synergies. Don't you just mean efficiency and combining 2 with 1? Yeah, but we came up with a cool business name. That'll be $8,000. So there you go. Looks like we're going into recession. There will be more guys. You're going to see more college shirts with MBA program. You're going to see a lot of updates on people's LinkedIn. I just want to let you know I've had a great opportunity. I've been accepted at the executive MBA program at Bibbidi Bobbidi Bobbidi Boo University. I'll be specializing in AI with a concentration in environmentalism. And if I just want to shout out to my new student colleagues and friends because I got laid off. I didn't save any money. And now I'm pissed poor. I had to move back in with my parents. But I'll lead the company. I'll lead the world. Even though I don't have finances together and I live at home with my parents, I am going to be a great business leader. Any super chat? Wow, 8 super chat. We got the late night crew here. Mad Dog, 1991, $10 was looking at UW Madison MBA pro. No. Madison's the same thing. I don't even know what the Madison School is. That's the flagship campus of Wisconsin. I don't know what the business school is there. Nobody does. Except you built an MBA, bro. Madison. That's the Badgers. Are you going to watch the Badgers? Are you going to watch them play Iowa and Ohio? Oh, the Badgers. Total cost $77,000 for 3 years to learn how to kiss behinds and grow knee pads. I'll stay in biotech making $90,000 in this liberal shithole. If you need, dude, whenever you hear UW or U something, if it's the state business school, Western Governors University. Okay. If you want, you could get that part-time at night from the convenience of your home, and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, this is BS. This is such BS. At least you saved yourself $77,000. Irrational irrationality, $2. Cat food, tampon, wine, stocks about to go up. Yep. Bob, $5. I saw a video saying MBA can be easily replaced by engineers. As long as the engineers are not lazy or on the Spurg side, they can easily learn marketing and sales. I'm not joking. It is logic. It is common sense. A competent 8th grader can replace an MBA. You will not learn anything in an MBA. You won't, unless it is specialized in accounting. Well, you would learn some in a finance MBA too, but you're never going to use it because, again, unless you went to Harvard or you're not working in finance, it's just not going to happen. You don't want to work in finance because horrendously corrupt industry. You're going to waste so much time and so much money on books that are this thick that only need to be a pamphlet. I've said it before. You could teach an MBA in about a 2-week intensive program. Honest to God's truth. Not a master's in accountancy that requires something, but like general management, HR, marketing, 2-week intensive course training. That's it. Or which they're not going to do because obviously you saw what they're charging. Or you just go to Western Governors University. I think for a year of tuition, it's like $7,000. We had one guy get his degree in accounting. I think it was in a year. Maybe it was even 6 months because he just took all the courses he could, passed them. You don't have to park. You don't have to deal with fat, ugly people protesting or whatever they're doing at Madison this week. And when you say, yeah, I went to Western Governors University, no one knows that different from UW, Wisconsin, Iowa, Indiana, or the Carlson School of Management. I would never hire anyone from the Carlson School of Management, Howard, because they teach you're taught self-loathing. That's the Minnesota part. Yeah, engineers could easily replace MBAs. You do not need MBAs. Cyberbully, $5. But a lot of that 13.2% is laid off or disgruntled engineers in techie. A lot of engineers I know are trying to career switch with an MBA. Dumb. It's not bad if you have a job at the end of it. It's not bad if you're starting to get up there in age and people are starting to groom you and recruit you for leadership positions, right? But generally, no, I want to get an MBA. Maybe get a master's in accountancy. If you're an engineer, get a master's in accountancy. That will help you more than anything else. But a general MBA, no. Thomas Rao, regular, $5. Horrible prediction. When economy turns around in 2 years with more MBA grads, will corpo fuckery be exponentially? Oh, yeah. You're 100% right, Thomas. I mean, both, if there's a recession, that doesn't mean it will mutually exclude corpo douchebaggery. No, I predict there will be a recession, probably an economic slowdown. I haven't paid attention, but this usually is an indicator there will be a slowdown at least. But recession or not, all these new MBA grads, oh yeah, the corporate douchebaggery will increase. It absolutely will. I'll tell you another reason it's going to increase even more. Okay, fine, you got a 13% increase in corporate MBA applications. That means the market's going to be flooded more, which means they're going to engage in more backstabbing, underhanded fucking bullshit to not only get the jobs, but get promoted over the other guys. It's going to become a Game of Thrones type of shit, but with less intelligent people. Naughty DJ Aftershock, $5. Stop balling blocking, brah. My bros, who's a dad in the bigwig over at Cargill, told me that if I get my MBA from the Carlson School, I'll get that finance manager position. Well, if your dad worked at Cargill, you probably would get that finance manager position. See, you got to know somebody at Cargill, but Cargill isn't a real company. That's just a fictitious place that they said that was hiring, but never hired. I don't know anyone who worked at Cargill. I still think their campus in Wayzata is a Potemkin village where they just run people around to make it seem like they're a company. No one actually works there. It's the biggest little funny inside joke Minnesota has to have. Jason Johnson, 20 generous Canadian bucks. Have you recovered from the Battle of Woodsmith, Miranda, and the other ladies at Access Vegas? Yes, I recovered that night. There was not really any recovering. It was just the removal of pain. And I would love to look these girls up. I should ask Sartain. Well, wait, those girls the only reason those girls come on those shows is because they get promoted, right? Guarantee you their profile. Hang on, well, let's look it up right now. Jason, would you, for 20 bucks? I think we owe you an investigation. Is what's the latest with Miranda? Let me look up Access Vegas. See what she's got going on. Access Vegas. All right. Okay, we're going to do the live month ago. Trying to look at their cover photos. It was about a week ago, was it? You know, they don't look like this in person. Let me click on this. Hang on. Oh. Bear with me. Oh, there's Rolo. I don't think this is the same one. No, this isn't it. Hang on, let me get the next one. Was it 2 months? It wasn't 2 months ago. Rolo 2 months ago. Let's try this one. Nope, that's not it. Did he take it down? It might have been so bad they took it down because those girls were not obeying anyone. They were. Oh, here it is. It was only 2 weeks ago. It seemed like ages ago. All right, hang on. Let's take a look. Her name's Miranda. There she is. All right. Oh, good Lord. There's so many of them. There's body by. I don't see a Miranda. They all go by their cutesy names. Oh, Miranda Nicole. Miss Miranda Nicole. Here she is. Miranda Nicole Reynolds in the Instagram. Yeah, she's just the OnlyFans girl. Share more posts. Born and raised, photo shoots, haven't sent. Workout. Facebook profile. I'm wondering if there's more. Hey, link me. If you're wondering if she has her master's degree in computer science, I highly doubt it. She is. Let's go to this Twitter account. I'm just wondering if there's a link. God first. God first. Are you kidding me, lady? Oh my goodness. Actress. I don't know if she did Nebraska. Oh, OnlyFans. Here it is. It's OnlyFans. Okay, there we go. Surprise. Not a NASA scientist. She isn't. I recovered just fine. And then my girlfriend made me food that night. And then Breve the next morning. Did I tell you how important it is that you guys date someone like a nurse or an accountant? That having women that have real jobs, it's very important to your sanity and health. More dread. 8 Australian. I already make 180,000 Australian a year. The fuck is an MBA going to do? A 47% income tax already makes me want to not go to work, more school, laugh out loud. Yeah, is it that bad? I'm not fishing for more super chats, but is the NBA push that much in Oz? I know here in the United States it was. I think the younger generations are just like, get the fuck out of here. I got, as you notice, I'm doing a lot of original videos because there's a lot of videos I want to talk about. One of it is going to be about the corporal culture. I think is ending. It's going away. So people are just waking up like, get the fuck out of here. You look, you can't send these kids to school for a quarter century, have their older brothers and sisters just fucking get destroyed trying to find a job and going into debt. And then, with the internet exposing all again, Josh Fluke, Kevin Samuels, and Josh Fluke are fucking saints. One still alive, one passed away. But yeah, they've done the Lord's work preventing generations, or at least a generation of young people from wasting their time going for more school. Daddy and a caddy too. Well, here's another thing. Get to back to more dread. Here's the other thing in the United States. Like, let's say you get your MBA. The education never ends. Continual education. We need CPE. Then you got to go get CPE. No, we're not doing CPE anymore. All it's going to take is one generation. We're not doing it. No, I'm not doing your CPA. Like, there should be a list of things. I'm not getting an MBA unless you pay for it, and the labor it takes me to study and go to take classes. No, I will not take CPE. No, I'm not taking DEI. No, I'm not taking any, none of that. None of that. And no, I'm not interviewing with HR. And the second I see any of your PR where you're anti-white, anti-male, anti-American, anything political on the left, the fuck got, I'm done. If a generation of people did that, these corporals would shut the fuck up and start going back and making a good product at a fair price for a fair wage. Daddy and a caddy, $2. I got my MBA with a focus on Mexican lesbian marketing. Well, it might have been fun. They're cute, sure. Thomas Rao, $2. Wisconsin plays Ohio State raw, not Ohio. Exactly. Potato sauce, $2 Australian. MBA is the dude bro equivalent of art degrees. Yeah, it really, the MBA, look, I've never met an MBA I was impressed with. Not a single one. I've met, oh God, hundreds probably. Maybe even, well, maybe not thousands. The MBA is, it's no, okay. Generally, not all. This is a pretty broad brush I'm painting with. Generally, MBAs are for worthless dude bros with worthless undergrads, like a business degree or liberal arts degree or whatever else. Law school is for girls who have a worthless liberal arts degree or a business degree and want to go out and change the world. And their first step of doing that is to go and sign up for a $300,000 law degree at a strip mall law school. And they will be, if they weren't already financially crippled before with their journalism degree, they are forever crippled now with their law degree. And that's why I got it. That's the other one. Meant to do that. Women with degrees. I want to see where they are now. See how those girls are doing. And I did care about them. I did not do that women with degrees video to slam on women with degrees. It was, what was your degree? Okay, now you're hosed. What are you going to do? You're going to double down on the hosiery. And now you're going, I'm going to go to law. They're all going to law school. That was about 3 years ago. They should be coming out and trying to find jobs in a recession. Modern wagey, $2. Wagey in a cagey. Cappy, any advice for wage cucks? Obey your MBA. See, MBAs are that's why they got the MBA. That's how you know they're smart. They're totally not just parroting information. Those aren't mindless brain stems doing popularity, bro. Those aren't the popular kids doing the popular thing who only know how to do popular thing and don't know how to do anything else unless they're told, right? Those are visionaries. Those are leaders. That's why you look at Bill Gates and Andrew Carnegie and not Steve Wozniak, who is Steve Jobs and Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. They all have MBAs, right? Right? They all have MBAs. I wouldn't even hire an MBA, especially given the political propagandizing they're getting now. You hire nerdy engineers and you train them to do a managerial job. That's what you do. You don't send them for 2 years to waste their time. Here's a flow chart that shows common sense shit. Oh, but then we change something, then the flow chart changes. All right, that's it. Link below. Worthless. The young person's indispensable guide to choosing the right major. Drew $2. At least the military paid for my MBA. Yeah, if you could get it, you got nothing else going on. I don't know, but 2 years full-time labor, I could build a small little hut for that. Especially if I got to pay for it myself. Do you want a small house or do you want an MBA with debt? You can have an MBA, you're going to have debt with no increase in employment prospects, or you can have a small house that's more or less kind of paid off with 50% equity, let's say. That's your trade-off for an MBA. All right. See you guys later, Toodles.